understand where Seth Tekba is coming from in terms of, okay, at the end of the day, whatever the IMF says, somebody's got to implement it, and there has to be a team to do that. And there was some evidence to show that some of the reforms have been implemented. And then even in the current program that we're in, some of the reforms are also still being implemented. But it comes down to really the question of the sustainability of those reforms outweighed an election year or indeed, any other year. And that is where, again, if the IMF is not there, you tend to see major slippages in terms of policy implementation and things like that. I just want to pick on 2 points that have been mentioned in the conversation. One, which is on structural reforms, and then the other one, which is on, call it, fiscal discipline. And you can see that, okay, with or without an IMF, we've been implementing some of these reforms, and you can go back all the way to the mid-1980s, right? And there's some evidence of some of the outcomes of those reforms. But really, it is the question of the discipline, this temptation of our, political class and spenders. And I'm very sure that when Setepe was there, 2016, there was a lot of pressure on him by some of the ministries, to spend. We have to do this road overnight. You have to do this, and sometimes you have to balance some money somewhere to do something and all of that, right? But if you don't have laws and you don't have rules that constrain that sort of spending behavior, it becomes really, really difficult, to be able to do that. Hence why I think really for me, one of the key things that we should be pushing and advocating for by the close of probably this quarter is that passage or amendment of the Fiscal Responsibility Act, right? To make certain provisions much tighter in a way that safeguards any extra budgetary spending that has not been, budgeted for that matter. That would then give any finance minister the room, at least, to say no to some of these pressures.